G'day friends, and welcome to our Anything Goes Saturday. So today, well, first up, I'm just going to make sure that this is all working, and it looks like it's not, so just bear with me. I'm just trying to, and we're just going to make sure that this is nice and straight. Okay, I think we're right to go. I will get this sorted one of these days. It will happen. Okay, I think we're right. Okie dokie. So, I wasn't too sure what we were going to do today, so I thought we might do an easy fun fold. And in saying that, I'm going to be playing with the Craft Consortium I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Sorry. The Craft Papers from Craft Consortium. Baroque. No, I'm not even going to try. But these are them here. Just so pretty, actually. Use them for male or female. Okay, so we'll bring our kit in. Now, I will have a link to Robbie's blog in the description below, and I will have everything that I've used in our card today in the description below as well. So I've grabbed a landscape card base, and all we're going to do is fold that in half and burnish it down that scored line with our bone folder. And what I did then was I cut off about 1 1/4 inches from one side. Okay, this is just a quick fun fold, but when I say things like that, it turns into bigger than Ben-Hur. We've got 2 pieces of brown cardstock, and they are exactly the same size, and one is going to be on the inside like that. Then I've got a piece of white, and that's going to go there like that. But before we do that, I cut 2 pieces of paper, different pieces. That one is the bigger, and it's the wrong size, so we'll have to trim it back. And then I grabbed another piece that I thought would match in, and that's going to go on this side. Okay, we could do the pink if we wanted to, the pink side. That's really pretty too. But let's make a male card, eh? Well, one we can use for males. So this is going to go here. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue down one side, because I want a little bit of the brown showing down the left side of this small piece. Just a tiny fraction, eh? And then we can trim that off. Just like that. Now I'm not going to stick this on yet, just in case it's a little bit too wide. So we'll leave our inside for later. Now, what I want to do is chop these pieces 4 5/8. So we want to chop these pieces back to size. I didn't know what I was doing when I chopped this paper, so I'm just going to chop this to about 4.5. No, it won't be 4.5. It will be 4.25, I think. Let's do the brown first. Well, where's our card? I think I've got to chop. No, that's all right. I'm going to chop 1/8 of an inch off again. So that brings it back to 4.25. Then we can chop this piece back. To 4 1/8. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that works. And by Jove, look at that, it does. Looky, looky, honey. Now you could have used this piece for the side and just turned it up the other way like that. That would have looked quite nice actually. We won't throw that away because who knows, we may change our minds. So we're going to do this first. So we'll just stick this piece on here. This has got a very narrow border, about 1/8 of an inch. I like to leave narrow borders. Not so much on my first layer that's stuck to the base card, but all the other layers I like to leave a small border. And that can just go there like that, eh? Smack bang in the middle. Whoops. Just like that. Pretty paper actually. Okay. Then we can try our papers now, hey? So if that's going to go there like that, I might even trim a little bit off actually. I know, it's great. I'm just going to try this first. You know what? I think we might use this piece. What do you reckon? Hey? So, I'm going to chop off 1/8 of an inch. Oops. Just so that we've got a nice piece of white showing along the top and the bottom, just like that, eh? Then we're going to grab this piece of leftover cardstock and we're actually going to glue just like we did the first piece. We're going to add a little border of the what's it called? Early Espresso from Stampin' Up. Okay, and then we can add this piece to the end of our white. and I'm going to stick it right on the end, but leaving a small piece of white showing down along the top and the bottom. If you don't want to do that, don't trim off that excess. And then we can stick this to our piece of early espresso. Just like that, with just a nice border showing. When I look at it now, we should have left it long, but that's okay. It'll match the outside. And we're going to stick this straight into our base card. Just like that. Close that up and looky. Yeah, I should have left that long. I don't like that actually. I might see if I've got another piece and I'll fix that up. Okay, so that's done. Now we've got a piece of white. This piece of white, I'm just going to fix this up a bit. I've chopped it off. This piece of white come from this side here. Okay, so don't throw that away. This piece of brown, it actually come from this piece of, well, you could have used this piece. No, it was this piece. Comes from there, all right? But I'm going to use that piece that I've cut, and that's going to be stuck on there like that, okay? But before we do that, we're going to stamp our sentiment, which is, it's a happy birthday, and to tell you the truth, I don't know where it's come from. It has been in my stash for donkey's years. And I've got a couple of sets of them, but I've got no names on them, no stickers. So this is sort of potluck. And I'm hoping I can get this straight. I think I might be able to now. So fingers crossed. And I wanted a real, well, a nice big image, and I would have liked a bigger one than this, but this is all I had. Oh, now I've jinxed myself. Okay. So we've got to go up a bit. Okay. Fingers crossed. Oh, I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. Okay. Now this piece then can be stuck to our piece of early espresso, eh? And we're just gonna leave a little bit of a narrow border around the white, okay? Now I've got, I pulled out Enjoy the Moment, long retired, but it's one that I really like. And what we're gonna do is stamp this image onto the end here. I should have done it before I stuck it onto the brown layer, but you know what, doesn't matter. we'll see what we can do. So we'll bring it down a little bit, and we'll just do that. And while we've got the ink out, we'll do a few little coffee beans. Not too many, eh? Just do a couple. Around that sentiment. And we're going to pop this up now, but before we do that, I'm going to see if we can fix this actually. I'm going to chop off a little bit of this. Because that is annoying me where I can see the white top and bottom. I know it's only a small thing. That's better. I like that better. And once we put this on, you're not even going to notice. Whoops. Whoops. Look at that. I like that. Much, much better. Yeah. Oops. Okay. I'm just going to burnish along there to make sure it has actually really stuck down. That's better. Okay. This piece, now what were we saying? This piece we're going to put about here, I think. That's going to go across there like that. And then I think we'll put that there. And then I stamped that same image onto white, fussy cut around it, and I'm thinking we might put that over the top, but we'll pop it up. That might even go there, I think. Yep, let's put that there, eh? So we'll grab a couple of dimensionals, and I've only got the minis at the moment. And one more. And we'll grab a little bit of glue. To do our stem. And what I'm going to do too is chop a little bit off from the bottom, just in case it pokes out from the side, from underneath, eh? So we're just going to put this on here. And by adding dimensionals along the top and glue along the bottom, whoops, it gives it a little bit more of a dimensional look. Actually, if I can, I might just bring it over to the side a bit. I'm going to take this right to the end, and I think that'll be okay. So we'll grab our black dimensionals, because we've got the dark cardstock, and we're going to pop this up too, eh? Oh, I don't want that side. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to open my card. We'll come back a little bit. And cross our fingers that is okay. Look at that. Perfect. Couldn't have planned it better. And it's nice and straight. Just make sure your sentiment is straight. Okay. And then we can press this down. Okay. Then we can come back. Add a few dimensionals to our, I don't know what you call these things. Seeds. I'm going to do I'm going to put one more on here, and we will need these doubled up, because remember we've got the sentiment piece popped up, so we'll need these doubled up, eh? And we're just going to pop this over here, like that. Just like that. Then we'll bring in some twine. Actually, what we'll do is we'll tie a knot first, a little bow first, eh? You could do a knot if you wanted to, but let's do a bow. Oh, my fingers are frozen, it's cold here today. Okay. Grab a glue dot. Now, if you want to, you could also add a couple of bling, just to add more interest, but make sure the bling, remembering you're doing it for a male, well, it could be a female's card as well, but I'm doing mine for a male. Don't do pearls or whatever. If you're going to add bling, add browns or neutral colours. And that is the card for today. Nice and easy. Well, my cards always start out nice and easy, and then I turn them into a mountain. Okay, so that is our card for today. Quick and easy and simple. You could put another image here if you wanted to. Let's do that, eh? I'm just going to grab a piece of paper and I'm going to cover up the bottom. Whoops, because I don't want it to go onto that white card base. Oh, done it again. There you go, look at that. And then we will do the same for our envelope. And let's add a few of the coffee beans, eh? There you go. How's that? I like it actually, considering I didn't know what I was actually going to do. Okay, so that's our card for today. Now don't forget to click on the description below and check out to see what Robbie has created. Okay, thanks for joining me and enjoy your day, eh? See ya. Hooray.